there! You must be here to talk about Saturn, which has nothing to do with this stuff. Yes, Saturn, the sixth planet from the Sun and the second largest in our solar system. One of Saturn's magnificent features is the rings, which were first discovered by Galileo in 1610. If you had a big enough bathtub, Saturn would actually float. And because of its heat and pressure, Saturn literally glows in the dark. Fang, bring me Saturn! This is the Roman god Saturn, which is named after Saturnus. And many other things were named after Saturn, like Saturday and many other things, but we don't need that. Now bring me Saturn! This is a car. Many things are named after Saturn, like the Saturn SUV, as you can see here. But we don't need that right now. Bring me Saturn! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Not the real thing! Not the real thing! Just bring me the model. Thank you. Saturn. Yes. Saturn is pretty much 120,500 kilometers in diameter. That's enough to fit 9 Earths across from Saturn. That's a lot. A normal Saturn day is 45 Earth days. A normal Saturn year is 29 Earth years. Imagine how old you'd be if you lived on Saturn. Pretty young. The distance between the Sun and Saturn is 1,434,000,000 miles. Pretty much 9 AUs. The distance between the Earth and the Sun. If you actually live on Saturn, watch out. Saturn has constant hurricane conditions, which means you would be blown away every day. And there's no proven fact that you actually can stand on Saturn. The question is, core or no core? It's no proven fact that the core of Saturn is actually solid. Really, we don't know. Moving on. The outside of Saturn can get to negative 139 degrees Celsius. Hey, that's cold. The coldest it's ever been on Earth is negative 89 degrees Celsius. That's really cold, people. That's just cold. Inside the core is 11,700 degrees Celsius. That's hotter than the sun, people! And if that doesn't kill you, check out the air pressure. It crushes everything. So if you ever try to land on Saturn, you'll soon be a pancake. As you know, Saturn is a gas giant, which means it's made out of many different gases. Let's see on this pie chart what gas it's made out of. Pie. Oh, wait, wrong chart. This pie chart says Saturn is mostly made out of 95% hydrogen, 3% helium, and 1% other. You know what that means? It's flammable! Now we're going to talk about Saturn's rings, the most unique feature about Saturn. As you know, Galileo was the first person to ever see the rings. The strange thing is, they don't have names, only letters. As seen on this card. There's A ring, B ring, C ring, D ring, E ring. Oh wait, no. F ring and G ring. As you notice, they're not particularly in order. They're in the order of which they were discovered. And this little black line right here is called the Cassini division, the most famous gap in the ring divide. The rings are nearly 250,000 kilometers across, but in some places only 10 meters thick. And all the rings are made out of rocks and ice. Let's talk to you about Saturn's moons. I'm about to show you a model of the Saturn's biggest moon, Titan. Be warned, this moon is bigger than the planet Mercury. I know, huge, isn't it? Even though Titan is really huge, it's so small compared to Saturn. I know. Amazing, right? Moving on. Let's show you many of the other moons. Starting, of course, with Titan. Then we have Rhea, Janus, Atlas, Dione, Mimas, Pandora, Pan, and this one, 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 and this. Altogether, there are 60 moons. 52 of them which have names, and 150 moonlets. Titan is probably the most famous moon in our galaxy, except for our own precious moon.
Hello, we're going to talk to you about Saturn's missions. Pioneer 11 was the first one. In September 1979. It analyzed the moons, the measurements, and the temperature of the rings. The Voyager was the next one. In November 1980, it analyzed most of the moons. The Cassini orbit, the most recent. July 1st, 2004. It analyzed the atmosphere, the rings, the moons, the core, and the surrounding debris.
Well, that concludes our presentation of Saturn. Join us again next time. Now, be gone with you. No, really, goodbye. It's okay, you don't have to stick around. Go ahead, shoot. That's giving me a headache. Wait, that thing's still on? Turn that camera on!